have you realized that our most visceral response to someone who asks us how we are is good? Right? Just someone asked me right now, how are you? And I was about to say, I'm good, thank you. But then I caught myself just in time to say, actually, I am pretty stressed. It's true. I mean, why not? I have butterflies in my stomach even right now. If you could see me, you would see that I would be shivering, right? And why not? Here I am on such a big global platform in front of the bright minds of tomorrow. What's not to be stressed? Right? I have all of these questions running in my mind. Is it going to be okay? Am I going to forget something? How do I look? Am I going to trip over? So many things. But you know what? The minute I'm able to tell you that I am really stressed, it's like a weight has been lifted off of me. I feel liberated and much more calm. Sabah Tahir wrote in one of her books, emotions make you human. Even the unpleasant ones, they have a purpose. So don't block them. Because if you ignore them, they are going to become louder and angrier. Just like this. Have you ever seen a child? If you ignore them crying, they will only become louder and louder until you can turn and pay attention to them. Right? As a psychologist, it's my goal to help people acknowledge and express a full range of emotions. But over the years, I have realized that we create these wonderful masks and only express the emotions that are considered to be positive. But why? Well, because that is what is expected of us, right? In fact, take texting for instance. How many of us actually use the whole range of emojis that are made available to us? I know for a fact that this is my most used emoji. It's not only about just expressing positive things. It's also about how we apologize sometimes for the emotions that we express. I've often had clients who have come and apologized to me for crying. Ishmeet, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cry in front of you. Even that, when we are very loud, excited, and exuberant, we are made to feel conscious. Just the other day, I was meeting some of my friends, and we were meeting after a very long time, right? So the minute we met, we did the typical girly thing, and we all shouted. And everybody that was around us turned and looked. Well, they all looked, and we all became extremely conscious, right? So then, what is the right way to express ourselves? And who do we become if we don't express ourselves and constantly restrict ourselves? All these emotions bottled on top of one another, and one day they are all going to go. Yes? I have a favorite book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. So I'm using an excerpt from that book. The boy and the horse are in the woods, and suddenly the boy stops and he says, I can't see the way through the woods. So the horse asks the boy, can you see your next step? The boy says, yes. So then the horse says, then just take that step. You know, all of the time, we're looking at the long game. We're thinking of who we are going to become, how far we have to go, that placement, the GRE, the car we have to buy, the home that we have to make. But you know, instead of telling ourselves, I have such a long way to go, if we just told ourselves, look how far we have come, wouldn't it become easy? Yeah? Don't be intimidated by the goal. The goal will come. Be present and available to what you have right now. See what you can do with it right now. one step at a time, and the goal will unfold itself for you. Untangle all of these things, the stress will automatically go away. Right? So, to take away this stress, I have formulated, based on exactly this thought, a formula that I like to call M cube. Mindful moments that matter. So, what are these mindful moments that matter? These are moments that define who you are. They are good memories. They are acts of kindness. They are acts of togetherness that have left a lasting effect on you and shaped you to become who you are today. Think of childhood memories, of you helping someone, of watching someone do something kind and being inspired to do the same. These are the mindful moments. But you know what? We have all become so busy. We are getting up and getting ready to hustle. So, how do we create these moments every day of our life? I have a formula for that as well. The great dream. You know, when I was young, my grandmother used to say, never look at anybody who has more than you. Look at someone who doesn't have everything you have, and you will be just fine. Please give thanks for everything that you have. You may not have everything you want, but I can assure you, you have everything you need for today. And it is only today that is important. When you start developing this mindset, it will energize you and it will not pressurize you anymore. Relate to people around you. Connect with them. Communicate with them. Empathize with people. What does empathizing mean? It does not mean that you have to agree with everyone. It just means that you have to acknowledge their opinions and respect them for it. When you start respecting other people for their independent opinion, you will stop judging them. When you stop judging other people, you will lose the fear of being judged by them. And this loss of fear of judgment is the liberation every human being needs in their life. Embrace. Embrace all your emotions, the good ones, the not so good ones, the very blah ones. They are all equal, you know. They should not have to fight for equality, right? But to be able to do this, I have two magic words that I use. It's okay. Because you know what? It really is okay. When you don't say it's okay, what happens? You will have a can of soda that is going to whoosh and create a huge mess. And you are the one that will have to clean that mess up. So you have a choice. You can be the one that cleans the mess up after the can bursts, or you can use the magic potion and say, it's okay. Because it really is okay. Be aware of the people that are around you. Be aware of what they think they want from you, what you want from them. Pay attention to the little details of all the people that are in your life. It'll create so much happiness for you that you are going to remember me. Be like a child. Have you ever imagined if we all were like children, we would have the curiosity of children, we would constantly be exploring new things. We would actually be fearless. Have you ever seen a child? They are always running and they have wonder in their eyes to see everything that is new. If we develop a mindset like that and create a shift in our life is going to become, oh my God, do I have to do this today? Versus, wow, do I get to try this today? Yes, it'll give you direction. It'll give you the direction to try new things, open new doors. Would you believe me if I said, during the lockdown, I found my alternate career. If I was not going to be a therapist, I can definitely be a baker. Perhaps a writer even. Writing passes muster, but definitely a baker. I discovered I love baking cakes and I have wonderful creativity when it comes to them. Not that I'm becoming one, but it's a door that opened to me. I genuinely now enjoy baking cakes And ever since, all my friends and family have birthday cakes being delivered to them from me. When you follow all of these steps, little by little, every day, you will develop resilience. It's like going to the gym every day. First day, you will do so much. Next day, you will do a little more. And then you will do a little more. It'll help you build these tools that make you feel better, fight monotony, do these wonderful things that make you feel good every day. And before you can know it, you will be ready to deadlift everything life throws at you. Engage. Engage in yourself. Exercise. Work for your mind and work for your body. Engage in your ideas. Express them. Engage in communities. Be involved in the smaller tasks of every day. We forget doing the basic things for ourselves. How many of us don't eat breakfast because we are late? Learn to do the smaller things. Make your own breakfast. Make your own bed. Be someone that is involved for your own well-being. Engage with yourself. Once you are doing all of these things, it will become so easy to accept your strengths and your limitations that you will be just fine with who you are today. And more than anything else, you will be able to develop faith that every one of us will find a place under the sun sooner or later. And also, if it's not this sun, then there are many galaxies. This is my favorite one. Find meaning. Try to be a part of something bigger. So when I say be a part of something bigger, the first thought that comes even to my mind is to say, let's become an entrepreneur. I should be a CEO. Maybe I should join that club. But that's not really what I mean. What I mean is find meaning in who you are. We are so involved in the daily hustle that we have made ourselves the heroes of our story. It's great. We are the heroes of our story. But never forget that the hero cannot be the hero of a movie if they do not have a crew. So be someone more than just you. Be a brother, be a sister, be a daughter, be an advisor, be a friend, be a helping hand. It will help you add depth to your character. Right? When you do all of these things every day, some of these things every day, whatever works for you on a certain day, believe me, you will be living life in a flow. There was a psychologist, Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, who coined the term flow. And he said, it is a feeling that people have when they are engaged in intense activities. So in his research, he found that enjoyment was not achieved when people lived in a state of absolute relaxation or lived stress-free. Can you believe it? He said that enjoyment was not achieved only when people lived a stress-free life. It was achieved actually also when people were deeply engaged in intense activities and experiences. Because each time they were so engrossed in the experiences, it gave them the feeling of being in the flow of life. I have coined some of the things in flow based on what I believe. When you follow M Cube, when you discover who you are, when you add dimension to your character every single day, you will be fulfilled. You will feel limitless. You will believe that you are one of a kind, and you will be well balanced and wholesome every single day. You can be whatever it is you wish to be. Even on days where you do not know and feel lost, you will be able to reinvent yourselves. Just be good to yourself and live in a flow. Untangle.